Have you ever wondered, are there things you might be doing as you get older that people quietly notice, but never mention? The truth is, as we age, some habits or behaviors can make us seem less approachable, less aware, or simply not quite ourselves. And most of the time, no one says anything. Not because they don't care, but because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But here's the good news. Once you become aware of these small habits, they're easy to adjust. Just a few gentle changes can help you feel more confident, more connected, and more you. In this video, we're going to explore 6 things people often notice in older adults, but almost never bring up. These little shifts can affect how others see you, how they interact with you, and how you feel about yourself. The best part? They're all simple to change, so let's go through them, one by one. Number 1. Personal grooming slipping away. One of the first things people quietly notice is when someone starts to let their grooming routine fade. Untrimmed nails, messy hair, wearing the same clothes for several days. It's easy to overlook these small things. Life gets busy, routines shift. But over time, they can make a person look more tired, older than they feel, or even seem less approachable. Walter was 82. He'd always taken pride in his appearance, but slowly he stopped trimming his eyebrows. His hair grew out. He reached for the same old shirt every day. His family noticed, his neighbors noticed, but nobody said anything. One morning, Walter caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror, and something felt off. So he got a haircut, shaved, changed into a clean, newer shirt, and something shifted. People smiled more. He felt lighter. His energy came back. The truth is, grooming isn't about vanity, it's about how we carry ourselves. When we feel fresh and put together, we tend to feel better on the inside too. And it doesn't take much. Just a few simple habits like regular haircuts, clean clothes, and a bit of skincare can make a big difference. Number 2, speaking too loudly or interrupting without realizing it. This one happens quietly, over time. As our hearing changes with age, many of us begin speaking louder without meaning to. Sometimes we interrupt others, not out of rudeness, but simply because we didn't hear clearly or thought it was our turn to speak. George, age 77, always loved spending time with family, but one day he noticed people leaning away when he talked. Conversations felt shorter, more distant. It turned out his voice had gotten louder than he realized. After getting his hearing checked and making a few small changes, things improved. He spoke more softly, paused more often, and suddenly, people leaned in again. They listened more closely. Conversations felt warm and easy. So if you notice others pulling back, or if your voice feels louder than theirs, it may be time to check in with your hearing, or just slow down and give others space to speak. And if you're still watching and finding this helpful, feel free to type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. Number 3, wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. Over the years, it's natural to get comfortable with familiar clothes. But clothing, even if we don't realize it, sends a message. Old, baggy, or faded outfits might feel cozy, but they can also make someone seem less energetic or even less connected to the world around them. Harold, 80, used to take pride in how he dressed, but slowly he slipped into the habit of wearing loose, outdated clothes. Then one day he put on a nice shirt and a pair of well-fitted pants, and something shifted. People smiled, complimented him, and he felt more like himself again. You don't need to chase trends. Just choose clothes that fit you well, feel fresh, and reflect how you feel inside. A crisp shirt, comfortable, updated shoes, a touch of color that suits your skin tone. These little things can go a long way. Number 4, complaining or criticizing a little too often. This one's easy to fall into. Life changes, the world moves fast, and sometimes it feels like everything's just different than it used to be. But when most conversations turn into complaints about technology, young people, aches and pains, it can feel heavy for those around us. Roger, 75, didn't even realize it was happening. He just spoke his mind like always. Until one day his grandson asked, "Grandpa, is there anything you do like these days?" It was a wake-up call. From that moment on, Roger made an effort to balance his thoughts, to share the good, along with the bad, and slowly people started spending more time with him again. We're all entitled to our opinions, but adding a little lightness, a little curiosity, or a warm memory can keep conversations enjoyable and uplifting. So next time you feel a complaint coming on, pause, take a breath, and see if you can say something hopeful instead. Still with me? Drop a number 4 in the comments if this one hit home. Number 5, slouch posture and closed-off body language posture says a lot, often more than words. As we get older, our bodies naturally shift. But when we slouch or shuffle, when we avoid eye contact or keep our arms crossed, we may come across as tired or even disengaged. Eleanor, 83, was still active and independent, but people kept treating her like she needed help, even when she didn't. Then she saw a photo of herself, slouched shoulders, distant eyes, and she realized her body was telling a story that didn't match how she felt. So she worked on standing taller, making eye contact, moving with more intention, and people responded. They treated her with more respect, like an equal again. So try this. When you stand, imagine a string lifting you gently from the top of your head. Sit up straight. Walk with purpose. Let your posture reflect the strength you still carry. Number 6, bad breath or body odor. This one's a little sensitive, but very important. As we age, our sense of smell weakens. That means we may not notice subtle changes in how we smell, but others might. Frank, 78, loved being social, but lately people had been keeping their distance, until one day his daughter gently said, "Dad, maybe try a new mouthwash." He made a few small changes, more water, fresher clothes, better hygiene, and just like that, people came closer again. Conversations felt easy again. Dry mouth, medications, even diet can all affect breath and body scent. So stay hydrated, use a gentle mouthwash, chew sugar-free gum, and rotate your deodorant or cologne. Also, don't forget to wash things like scarves, hats, and bedding regularly. They can carry odors too. These little things help ensure that when people see you, they want to stay close. And if this resonated, comment number 6 below. I'd love to know you're still with us. Final thoughts. Aging brings wisdom, depth, and perspective, but it can also bring changes we don't always notice. The good news? Every habit we talked about today is completely within your control. Maybe 1 or 2 felt familiar. That's okay. The fact that you're here, watching, reflecting, that's what matters most. Because awareness brings power. And with a few small, thoughtful shifts, you can continue showing up as your best self, confident, capable, and connected. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our content. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which habit stood out most to you today? And what's one small change you're planning to make? Leave a comment below. I read every one, and your stories always inspire me. Until next time, take care, stay steady, and remember, your presence makes a difference.